Hi guys, Silk here from DSP. Just going to talk about the Stafford PQ. So as you can see, my deck list was in front of me. I managed to get third place overall. I only lost to the winner, and I was top of Swiss. So I actually submarined the event. I lost my first round to Morg. So big shout out to Morg because he's been competing a lot of the PQs recently and doing really well. So I lost my first round to Morg. He was on Lando Blue. I built the deck like 15 minutes before, maybe 25 minutes before the first round. I drove to Stafford and then didn't know what I was going to play, so I just built through this together. I enjoy Hera, but I enjoy the Spectres, so that's why I chose her. And I really like the new hand unit, so I thought, well, a deck that uses that and the new Kanan unit, yeah. So I put them together. So round one didn't go too well. I lost, as I said, 2-0, I believe, to Morg. And then I was like, well, let's see what we can do. Thought it was going to be an early day for me. And I then managed to submarine it. So round two was against Sabe Red, one of the Gonk gang. They're nice guys. Played them. I got 2-0 in that match. Standout cards again were Kanan. Just keeping them off and not making them be able to hit me was really nice. When they tried to flip Sabe, I had things like Moral Authority on a Leppy Lookout that had 4 attack, rather than was it Leppy Lookout that had 4? No, it was Han that had 4 attack, and just put a Moral Authority on it so that it could kill the Sabe on flip, so she couldn't hit my hand, or play things like Zeb to give me give 5 damage to the Sabe and a Sentinel. So that was quite nice. Round 3 was a Sabe again, but this time it was Sabe green. It wasn't Datavol, it was Sabe green. As you guys know from seeing the channel, a lot of the team have messed around with Sabe, and I've played against it a lot now. It was my least favorite deck in the world because I hate her. However, it's grown on me seeing Sam do so well with it and Pete winning PQs with it as well. So, I've learned to love it a bit. So again, played against Sabe. Protect the Pod comes in really integral there. If you flip Hera straight away, you've got Protect the Pod dealing 6 damage to the Sabe. So my list was built, but mainly just to play everything on curve. There's a little bit of interruptions, like the Protect the Pods, Moral Authority. I played a splash base so that even if they control my units, I still have a way to play things like Kanan or Zeb when needed to. And the splash base saved me a few times, to be honest, when my units were controlled and I had nothing to do, so I had to use the splash base to play it. Obviously, if your game plan's going completely well, you have the splash base for Doom. And that's a really strong unit, and it's targeted as soon as it hits the ground because it just buffs your guys up so fast, and people panic and they start to concentrate on it. And it has a big bum, so 7 damage straight to the on Protect the Pod, 7 damage to kills most leaders, which is nice. Round 4 was after lunch. I believe round 4 was after lunch, and I was against Obi Green. No, not Obi Green, sorry, Obi Blue. But we only managed to get 1 full round in, which went to me. The second round went to time, and it was just a grindy thing. I think I had 0 damage on base when it ended. So I was winning, but I wasn't. He could have crawled back if we'd have got through the time. But it was such a grindy match. Blue Green Hero is just such a grindy match. Round 5 was... Oh, what was round 5? Sorry, I'm trying to remember everything now. Round 5... I'm going to have to come back to that. I don't know if I can find it on my thing. So, yeah, I don't know what round 5 was. That was round 4. And then round 6, because there were 6 rounds in total, was against Boba Yellow. Boba Yellow was a tough matchup, actually. The guy played really well. I won game 1, he won game 2. In game 3, I saw both my hyperspace disasters, and it was close, but the second hyperspace disaster and all the healing just kept me out of bounds. I played Owen on turn 1 with Han on game 3, so I had Owen and Han, which meant I could heal a lot and deal a little bit of damage, and I was catching up quite fast. So that meant the submarine worked, and I got into the top cut. Top cut was I was first on seed, so top cut I ended up playing against Morg again in top 8. Another really good match. I was kind of ready for it this time. I knew more what the deck did, whereas he didn't really get to see a lot of what my deck could do. So it ended up being a 2-0 from me, but he drew really badly in game 2, so it was unfortunate, but he smashed it, making his first top 8, so big shout out to Morg. And then top 4, I was against the 2 Scoops Johannes, who we are going to get on the channel to do a little interview, because he ended up winning the whole PQ with Maul, so fair play to him. Maul Blue Force. That was the hardest match I played all day. His deck absolutely dismantled me. It just took me apart. There was nothing I could do. I got him to 16 or 20 damage before he flipped, and then he just flipped and controlled with thousands of assassins and everything like that. So I think I'd need to really work on the list to get it in a position where it can deal with that. I think the Maul or Towson-esque decks deal really well with Blue-Green Hero. In a weird caveat going backwards, I remember my round 5. It was Jin Urso, a guy called Dave. He played really well. He's one of Morg's friends. He played really well, but he plays the same units as me, the Kanan and the Zeb, but I don't need to. I get more benefit out of it because I can play it with my leader effect rather than a splash base. So it gets easier for me. So I just managed to take away all of the units that Jin could ever play. So he never had a unit to do the aggressive negotiations on the board, and I just kept control of it. So that was a 2-0 as well. So yeah, the day went really well. I do think Hera has a place in the meta, actually. Like it was a bit of a joke to play it, but I think Hera has a place in the meta. There's things I would definitely change. I think I would maybe add some masteries somewhere, because Hera deploying on 5, if I can make her a 6/9, that's really, really strong. And then obviously the moral authorities are more impactful. I had Kit Fisto's Ether Sprite in the deck, but I don't feel like it was needed as much. It should have been in the side, I think. I used it a couple of games, but they were actually usually game 2. The card I sided in most was Charged for Corruption, and I think my favourite card of the day is between Zeb and Kanan. They're such powerful units. Dealing 5 damage or bouncing a card that costs 4 or less to the hand. Really, really strong. So yeah, it's maybe a very short video, but that is how my Stafford PQ journey went. Cormac, also from DSP, came along. He played OB, didn't quite manage to top, but he did well. He got close, but he had a couple of unfavourable matchups, and I think also a really unlucky draw in the last round. So yeah, but we will get Johannes's Maul on the channel within the next couple of days, because he won the PQ with that. So shout outs to the 2 Scoops, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. It was a short video, but hope you liked it. If you have any questions about Hera, then drop it in the comments, and one of us will reply. Peace.